Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, renowned for his wisdom as chronicled in his Meditations, had earned a reputation as one of the most just and disciplined rulers of Rome. And yet, in the final years of his life, his legacy would be marred by one of the worst decisions in Roman history, handing his son Commodus the keys to the empire. This was certainly a break from the tradition established by his predecessors, who had selected heirs to the throne based on merit. Perhaps influenced by dynastic ambitions, or perhaps his paternal affection, Marcus chose to pass power to his biological son. And although Commodus was groomed for leadership from a young age, he remained a stark contrast to his father. Where Marcus was disciplined, reflective, and devoted to the welfare of the empire, Commodus was indulgent, vain, and reckless. Marcus certainly would not have been blind to this, but he perhaps believed that Commodus could be guided by capable advisors, or that his flaws would mellow with time and experience. And, with the constant threat of invasions along the northern border, Marcus may have thought that a clear line of succession would avoid the kind of political instability that would occur given a power vacuum. And besides, his failing health left him with little time to cultivate an alternative successor. Marcus may have therefore resigned himself to what he saw as fate, hoping for the best but leaving Rome in the hands of his son. In 177 CE, Marcus Aurelius named his son co-emperor, and for the 3 years preceding his death, the father oversaw his son's rule. However, upon his death in 180 CE, Commodus ascended the throne, and what followed was a reign that epitomized chaos and the unraveling of Marcus's legacy. Commodus's rule was marked by personal indulgence, cruelty, and a growing obsession with his self-perception as a god. Instead of continuing his father's policy of wise governance, Commodus focused on personal luxury and the pleasures of court life. He withdrew from the responsibilities of ruling, entrusting much of the empire's administration to corrupt favorites who exploited their positions. And when opposed, he displayed a dangerous disregard for the Senate and dismantled generations of political stability. His paranoia, his cruelty, and his unrelenting pursuit of pleasure drained the imperial treasury and led to widespread corruption, throwing the empire into disarray. Then finally, in the 192, after suffering 12 years of his ruthlessness, Commodus was at last assassinated by his own inner circle, which plunged Rome into further turmoil. The empire, once held together by Marcus Aurelius's wisdom and discipline, had unraveled under Commodus's rule. So again we ask the question, why couldn't Marcus foresee this of his son? The answers we get that of paternal affection, dynastic ambitions, and fear of instability seems too simple to believe. What seems more likely is the same as all corrupt politicians. With Commodus himself, let's remember that he was groomed from an early age to play at least some role in Roman politics. And like most politicians, he likely said all the right things, displayed all the manners, and kept every tradition in front of his father and all the other kingmakers in Rome, those who held the empire's real power. All the while, he would keep his worst impulses in check or indulge himself in secret and only among his trusted cohorts. It's also likely that Commodus made every promise he could to his cronies to bend Marcus's ear in favor of maintaining Commodus as the heir. And it was only after Marcus's passing that he was able to become his true self, the Commodus we all know. In the end, Marcus Aurelius's tragic decision to entrust the empire to his unworthy son led to the decline of Rome's golden age. Commodus's reign stands as a stark reminder that even the wisest leaders can be undone by their successors, and that power in the wrong hands can destroy even the strongest of empires.